What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we've been sent over a copy of Chromosome Evil. I think this is one of those games that a lot of people have been waiting for, and so anyways, they've sent over a limited demo that they pretty much gave to me and like one or two other people to just like mess around with and make content with. So that's what we're going to do here today. I've played through about the first hour of the game, so I am familiar with the controls and the general mechanics and how everything functions. If you've never seen this game before, it is a tactical zombie survival game where you are effectively the last SWAT team on Earth, and you are rolling around in an APC, and you're trying to basically put the pieces back together so that you can put together a vaccine to save people from the zombie virus. Along the way, you'll recruit other tactical specialists, you'll pick up people that have various skill sets. There are RPG mechanics here as people level up, so you'll be able to kind of tack out people's gear and make them all tactical. You'll be able to work on their attributes to make them better at various types of operational tasks, whether it be breaching doors or whether it be looting, stuff like that. If I had to, like, place this game, it's kind of a combination of, like, if you've ever played, like, Door Kickers, it's kind of like Door Kickers meets Zombie Apocalypse Survival. There's another Zombie Apocalypse game, and I swear to God, my brain is eluding me right now. It was a really, really small niche title, like 7 or 8 years ago, that actually this game is very, very similar to in a lot of ways. This is kind of a cleaner, more polished version of it, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that game now. It's just after 10 years and 2,500 games, it just all runs together. We're going to dive on in today. We're going to take a look at the game for about 25-30 minutes, see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or pass on. If after watching this you did indeed want to throw it on the old wish list, I'll have a link for you down below in the description. On top of that, you can also find a link to my Discord, which is the central hub of my community, where you're very welcome to join me and pick my brain about anything I've posted on the channel. And then, of course, there's also my Twitch stream where I'm live most days of the week. A lot of the time, I try to stream the game that I did 30 minutes of on the day that the video goes live, so that you can get a little bit deeper on in and get a better feel for the mechanical aspects of the game. Let's go ahead and start off. It was a beautiful spring day. Nobody knows the exact order of events during that day, but what they do remember is that the sky turned dark, all cell phones and televisions were somehow hijacked by an unknown force, and were sending only one message: the Ancient One is coming, followed by a collapse of satellite communication networks and a total blackout. Then there was the moment of silence, and soon after, they arrived. Okay, well, I'm going to skip through a lot of this right here just so we can get to the gameplay, but that's the general idea. It's sort of hinted at that there's kind of like an Eldritch sort of aspect to this game. What do I want to name my... Oh, I don't know. Let's name him... We'll name him Thunderclack. There we go. That's a good name for somebody that fires off a lot of guns. We get to choose a starting package. If you're a new player, I would highly recommend that you start out with the engineer. So basically, you're choosing what role your character will play in the overall campaign. You can be a soldier, which means that you just kick ass and take names, and you're not that great at all the supplementary tasks. You can be a medic. The medic is good at healing people, has a med kit. And then the engineer is probably one of the most useful people in the game because he's got a toolkit, and that toolkit interacts with the map in a lot of very important ways. It allows you to build barricades, it allows you to shim the lock on a door, it allows you to do all kinds of stuff that other characters kind of have to like brute force or cannot do at all. And so I find that taking the engineer, while it does knock down your firepower a little bit, it makes up for it by giving you a lot of supplementary utility that I think will really help new players get further on into the game. This game is permadeath. If you die, it is over. You actually have to spend in-game resources in order to save. I don't know if the save is limited, like if it's always on kind of like an Iron Man type deal. I haven't tested that, but anyways, if your team dies, the game has no form of autosave whatsoever, and you start over from the beginning. And so saving in this game is basically you spend a lot of food to do it. Alright, so now we need to pack. What resources should you bring? We can have bullets, we can have medical supplies, and kind of general purpose wood, tools, building materials, or we can have gear, fuel, and food. I'm going to go ahead with bullets because I find that you go through bullets very quickly. I'm kind of a stand my ground and fight kind of guy, so I tend to go through my firearms very, very rapidly. Now, would you... Okay, so we've got one final moment to pack some last stuff. We can give people some free level ups, we can give them some free combat equipment, or we can leave earlier so that when we get to the map portion of the game, we have a lot more AP to spend on looting locations. I'm going to go with the extra guns and equipment. Okay, so our stuff has been set up right now. Interaction with the game is very simple. It works just like an RTS. You click on a guy, you tell him what you want him to do. Right now in the tutorial, they're telling us to gather up all these free bullets that they've put on the side. So we've got about 600 rounds for rifles and pistols, and it looks like we're going to end up with about 250 rounds for shotguns and things of that nature. In just a second, it should light up an evac zone right here so that we can jump on out of the car. I'm sorry, but I'm going to, there's a lot of storyline to this game. And so in the interest of not spoiling, and then on top of that, just in the interest of getting us towards the fundamental gameplay itself so that you can appraise the game, I'm going to be skipping over a lot of it and making a lot of cuts and whatnot, just due to the fact that there's a lot of talking. This is a very talky game when you get to the storyline components. And so anyways, let's get everybody onto the evac zones. Our APC is broken down and we got to fix it real fast before we can get back on the road. So here is our first mission proper. I'm going to have him equip his toolkit and we're going to have him work on the back of the car. And then we're just going to have our little shotgun guy here stand guard. Now, you can assign multiple people to these nodes to work on them. It will make the job go faster. But I tend to be a little bit more casual. I like to make sure that everybody's properly covered and that they don't have to worry about getting got while they do their job. You take the kid over there. We've got one zombie on this side. The shotgun in this game is very short range, but it does hit like a mule, so keep that in mind as well. The zombies seem to focus on whoever's closest, and so in the interest of keeping their spread kind of tactically viable on the overall map, I have found that it's usually a pretty good idea to make sure that you keep them all together. If you spread them out, the zombie spawns tend to come from all over the place, and it just sort of makes a mess of the situation. It gets very, very difficult to kind of clear out the objectives that you're trying to clear on out. They will fire at anything in their vicinity. You don't have to worry about their facing or anything else like that. It's very, very low input in that regard. When I first came in, I figured I was going to be push pausing and having them strafe around while facing in a direction and kind of firing, but it doesn't have to really go like that. I'm going to have him put his pistol back on, and then we need to get everybody into the evac zones. We do have a lot of enemies coming, so I think we should probably get out of here right now before this gets any worse. And this is pretty much how every single mission's gonna go. You've got very, very limited time before the hordes just get out of control, and you get yourself caught up in a really, really bad situation. Now, in the interest of the playthrough going well, I am gonna save just in case we have any crashes or anything else like that, but you'll note that that cost us 80 food in order to save the game. And so this game is going for kind of a... Did Silent Hill have limited saves? Well, anyways, Resident Evil had limited saves, and so it's going for kind of a Resident Evil vibe where yeah, you can save your game, but it's going to cost you something. On top of that, it cost us 1 action point, and so we only have 3 action points. The way that that's going to work out is when we run out of action points, there's no passing your turn or waiting for your team to recuperate. Instead, you have to take the next critical mission. That's pretty much it. The other options that we have is for 25 food, we can find another survivor to join our squad. I do think that that's a really, really good idea, but for right now, I'm going to go to these houses over here. On your way to the building entrance, you hear loud roars from behind, as though some nightmarish creature is chasing you. We can halt our advance and ambush the thing. We can ignore it, proceed, and deal with whatever it is later, or we can order a man to stay behind. Let's go ahead and we'll ambush it. Your men take positions preparing to ambush the creature. From the shadows of the entrance, the faceless monster appears with shark-like teeth where its face should have been. You make short work of it, raining a hail of bullets upon it. The eater remains unable to resist. After what feels like a lifetime, it finally succumbs, dropping to the floor, and you get ready to inspect the building. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we need to shim this lock open over here. I would like to get that lock open as well. We're kind of in a dead space right now. We can move the map around. There are little descriptives over here, but it's kind of an intense game, and so I tend to miss out on a lot of the descriptive stuff. I'm going to have him build a barricade on that window. Hopefully he can get it done. I'm going to have this guy cover him real fast to guarantee that it gets done. He did get it done. We'll swap him back to his pistol. There you go. Get on the pistol. Get on the pistol. We are reasonably safe for right now, so let's go ahead and we'll loot the food that's on this table. Interactables, you kind of want to look around and find them. We're going to need this food so we can recruit a third guy. Having a third and a fourth guy, very, very important to kind of getting ahead of the difficulty curve and making sure you don't get absolutely overrun, because at a certain point, there will be more enemies than you can feasibly deal with, and the more guys you have, the more you can deal with that up-ramping of enemies without running into any problems. Now, they are trying to tempt us with some bullets out here. We could try to go for those, but I do think that in the long run, that's a very risky proposition. They got all the food done right there. I find that the shotgun guy does best if you put him right up and adjacent to the barricade, because then, oh god, okay, they're in. All right, I didn't realize they got the barricade down. Everybody kind of fall back for a second. Yeah, I was going to say, if we can kind of kill one or two of these, there we go, perfect. You get the barricade back up, you start looting food. One thing that is weird is you can build the barricades, but it doesn't tell you how many parts you have for building a barricade as of right now. But outside on the overworld map, you do have that information. I don't know if that just gets unlocked like later on further down the line, but for right now, it's one of those things that I've run into that has been sort of problematic. I'm never quite aware of how much of this or that I have. All right, so they're going to try to come through the barricade one more time. We're going to hold right here. The second that this wave is over, I'm going to send them over to barricade that wall right there. Good, good, good. They're whittling them down. Yep, get all the zombies real fast. Okay, they're all down. We want them to work on this door now. I haven't decided if I'm going to go for the ammo or not. There's a bunch of fuel and a bunch of goodies inside of here, though, so I want you to build a barricade right there as soon as possible. You start grabbing the fuel, and I've got a feeling we're going to have enemies very, very shortly. It doesn't appear as though there's any manual reload for your guys. I looked around for one, but I didn't seem to have much luck locating one. There you go. Help him out with the fuel. The faster we loot, the better. There's also a toolbox right there, and the bullets are out there, but the bullets are like right next to enemy territory, and that sort of concerns me. You guys get up on the barricade. It looks like some of them are going to split off and go to that side. That is going to make our defense a little bit easier. I'm going to let them trickle on in, though. I'm going to resist the temptation to go grab other stuff, just because it's gotten me into trouble in the past. It looks like they're chewing on that barricade over there. He's good to deal with this, so we'll put him on tool grabbing. You go out here and grab that pistol ammo real fast, and then we'll try to evac as soon as possible. We're going to need as much ammo as we can possibly stack up. We could go search these other rooms, but I don't think there's anything inside of it. If you wanted to shoot this guy, that would be great. There you go. Get inside the barricade real fast. I think we got about as much of the ammo as we're going to be able to get. I would like for you to patch up the barricade real quick. Just get its HP going. And then we'll put you back on the wall over here with the pistol. There we go. Clear them off. They are getting XP for all this, in case you were wondering. You may note that, like, whenever they do activities, there's, like, a little XP pop-up that's just like, yeah, dude, you got some XP. That'll factor in later. The XP is for increasing your attributes as you get further on into the game. And then you'll also find weapons, tools, and you'll find armor around. And those are used for basically making your guys way, way better at just what they do, giving them damage increases, giving them reload speed increases, giving them tactical bonuses and readouts and things like that. I think this is going to be our final kind of jaunt into looting. Oh, there's more zombies coming, huh? Okay, well, we got 10 more bullets. I don't want to hold the barricade anymore, and I feel like the waves are getting pretty big, so let's go ahead and bounce. You can leave the missions whenever you want. There is no time stipulation for how long you're expected to stay inside the mission. So you can stay in until you get everything, or you can not do that. It's up to you. I'm going to try to pick up a third guy for 25 food. He had just graduated from med school. Oh, cool. So we got a doctor. So he's going to eat 50 food in order to get recruited, but then we'll have a doctor on the squad. He does come with his own loadout, so don't worry about that, but we now have to take this critical mission. You see a signal flare in the distance and decide to investigate. As your men move in, you ask them to search for additional shotgun shells. We definitely don't have as much shotgun shells. All right, so we need to get on in here, and we're still kind of in the tutorial portion. This barricade is already pre-built, which is actually fairly major for us. You guys get on in here and start looting some ammos. You hold the barricade right there. We'll get those pistol bullets out real fast. And we'll have him help out wherever he needs to help out. I don't see anything else that really looks crazy lootable. Oh, there's materials inside of there. I have no clue if there's anything inside of there, but opening up that door feels really risky to me. You come down here and help him with the defense. Get your pistol out. I'm going to leave him on looting since this is not that serious of an enemy incursion. Okay, he's now down. Continue looting bullets. And as soon as that crate's gone, we'll go ahead and bust on into this room. There is a large window right there, though, that could represent just kind of an issue. We're up to almost 800 rounds, which is fantastic. Between the two pistoliers, they're going to go through bullets really, really quickly. There we go. I'm going to have the engineer shim this lock over here. You come take up a position on that barricade. Lock is open. We're going to have him barricade this door right here, just in case they decide to come from behind. Okay, and then we're going to have them grab all the materials out of here so that we can continue to build more barricades in the future. Thus far, the enemy has not gotten to the barricade as of yet. They're dead before they get there, which is really, really good for us. I'm going to kind of preemptively get this door open because you can just barely see that our evac zone is over there. And I want to start clearing a path to it so that if we have to beat a hasty retreat, we can beat that with both knuckles out. Let's go ahead and rescue this guy. It's going to take us just a minute to get him up and ready to go. I would like to investigate this room over here. It doesn't look like... Oh, there is actually. There's like a radio or something right there. Okay. Might not be a bad idea to go after the radio. We got our man up. That's good. Let's get everybody lined up. One nice thing is they can fire through each other. The guys in front will take a knee so that the other guy can fire over their shoulders, just in case you need to hold an angle. Okay, you've helped out enough. Let's get over here and get this door open. That door's already open. I'm a little bit worried about popping that one open, though, before we go that way. Actually, he's having trouble with the door. Get over here and help him. He's gonna need an assist right there, I think. We've got 158 shotgun shells left, so we're really gonna want to keep an eye. Maybe we should consider retreating before more of them come. Yeah, that would be the goal. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I just want to get this door open real fast. Okay, you get in here and interact with that bad boy right there. I want to know what that does. And if you can get it up and running. I noticed that when I was further on into the game, they were keeping like a running tally of how many radios I had activated as I was playing. And I'm actually sort of interested in what bonuses that might provide. Barricade's still in solid shape. Let's go ahead and start prepping for the evac. We're going to get him over to here and pop the door open. I've got a distinct feeling we're probably going to end up fielding one more wave. I'd prefer not to. If we can get the timing just right, I think it'll be okay. You hold that barricade, sir. Hopefully they don't come from behind. There we go. Hey, activating the radio gives us one more AP permanently. Very nice. Sometimes the pathfinding can be a little bit chunky in this game. That is one thing that I have noticed, is if you have all three people rubber band boxed and you tell them to go somewhere, see, sometimes people will stay behind. And so that's going to be one of those little things that I definitely think needs to be worked on before a final release. As of right now, we're playing like a demo beta, and so it's fine. It doesn't bother me altogether that much. But like where I tend to draw the line is once you start charging for money, I expect this stuff to be kind of smoothed over. Okay, and so this guy is explaining to us how he was part of a team that was looking for a vaccine to the zombie virus. We have two choices here. We can move quickly to the location of the vaccine, or we can take some time to explore before we head on over there. I'm going to take some time. Let's go as fast as possible, actually. All right, so now we've got a few more things added. Over here in our progress meter, this is basically how many days we have before the final showdown. A day is basically all of our AP being gone. We can take 2 AP right now and use some of our meds in order to heal people, but we don't have any meds, so unfortunately I don't think that's going to be an amazing option. Over here, we've got ammo, bullets, materials, and nothing much else. Over here, we have medicine and we have food. Over here, we have food and we have materials. Over there, we have a chance to find time at a cultural location. It's tempting. I'm going to go to the farm first, though, and see if we can get some bullets. Whilst approaching the building entrance, you notice a first aid kit next to a body. Have the medic use it. The medic makes use of the first aid kit and heals all your team members. Nice. I love those little interactive events right there that you can play around with. Let's get everybody into a defensible position about as soon as possible. I don't want to be kind of fighting in locations. Oh, boy. All right. Engineer, get that door open for me, would you? So there's tools over there. I'm going to have him start on that door, too. I think I can defend this spot with one guy for right now. Oh, there was an explosion. Okay, so apparently there's environmental hazards, too. Oh, there's a bunch of tools and materials back there as well. Okay, well, we'll get these 2 doors open. We'll get the ammo. We'll get the offensive kit. Those offensive kits right there are used for upgrading your characters. It gives them more body armor and stuff like that. Engie, get on over here and barricade this. Okay, you guys get down here and start looting goodies. The only bad thing that could conceivably happen here is if they start to come from behind and they get through that door right there. I'm hoping that they will focus on the barricade, though. All right, you guys defend the barricade. They are coming in from a weird angle, unfortunately. Luckily, we seem to be holding. I think Shotgunner can take it from here. Let's start looting all the tools. Barricade's looking pretty decent, actually. HP's looking all right. I do think that there should be an option to increase the text size, so things like the damage numbers and things like just the general UI. Having a resizable UI, I think, would be a really good idea for this game. It is quite small when you're playing on a large monitor, so that's another thing that I would keep an eye on, just me personally. That's just kind of one of those things that I notice playing, is sometimes I have trouble reading the text and whatnot. Okay, you guys get up on the barricade. You keep looting. Barricade's still looking all right. We only have one evac zone, though. That's going to be really, really tense and a little bit sketchy as we try to get out of here. Okay, so we've got all the goodies. What I need from you now is to go barricade that. These guys will hold right here. They're done. We are now moving to this location. Wish he wasn't barricading from the outside. I'll be honest with you, but that's the way life goes sometimes. All right, so that barricade is prepared. You guys get in front of it. We are getting real low on shotgun ammo. Unfortunate. They're coming from this way. We'll have him line up his pistol and start shooting these guys over here. You got a lucky crit right there at the end. You hop off right there and take him out. Get back to looting. Get over here. I think our extraction is going to be the hard part of this mission. I think if I get lucky, I'll be able to kite them around down the backside of the building. And if I can pull that off, we'll be okay. All right, zombies are down. Everybody get to work looting. That's pretty much all. Ah, dude, they're already back. Okay. All right, everybody on the barricade then. Barricade's HP is still looking okay. We got another one coming up from the south. I think one character should be able to handle that without too many problems. We may have over-pushed our luck here. Okay, he's down. Come on, get them bullets, bro. Get them bullets. At this point, I don't even know if we're gaining ammo right now. We may just be picking up ammo that we're, like, promptly shooting right after that. I'll tell you one thing. If they get through this barricade, it's going to be bad for business. Okay. Ammo's done. We're going to push out this way. Hopefully we have the firepower to kind of like cut through the horde. But I need to evac everybody. Okay. With 3 guys firing, I think we should be all right. I'll move them as necessary. Come on, knock them down. There you go. Medic, get out of here. Engineer, get out of here. And soldier, get the shotgun out. Woo, that was a close one. Okay, little bit of intensity right there. Little bit of that wild and crazy stuff. So as you can see, the game can escalate pretty quickly and become a problem pretty rapidly, in all honesty. We did a good job there. We got the stuff that we wanted. Apparently, the farm was a really, really high AP usage task, and so that's a little bit of a bummer. We could use some more food, so I'm actually okay with exploring some houses right now. We did pick up a lot of weaponry, though, which is great. That'll give us a little bit more leeway towards upgrading people's guns and kit when we get out of here. That 1 or 2 damage you get to add after this next mission can be really helpful. Cost us about 100 rounds to go after that last mission, though, so that's not great. Could be better. Let's go grab some food real fast. Okay, everybody work on this door. We have a really nice evac zone right here. We have a lot of windows in this room, though. Like, a lot of windows. Let's see if we can get everybody into here. We may have to stand and deliver on this one. It may be somewhat unavoidable. Okay, that's all of them cleaned out. Let's get up here. Yep, you guys reload away. We'll get the NG on building the barricade. You guys grab whatever food's available. Oh boy, they're coming in through the back way. All right. Well, medic, you have one job. It's kill that one zombie over there. If you can kill that one zombie before he gets to us, I'd greatly appreciate it. Looks like they're flooding in through the back. Not great. We're going to go ahead and set these cats up deep. We'll go ahead and put the soldier out front so you get some shotgunnies off. Get the barricade built. All right, you guys go loot them materials right there. You loot materials too. Actually, looks like there's quite a bit of materials inside of here. I am happy and pleased. Unfortunately, I need you guys back on this barricade right here. Yeah, I knew those double windows right there were going to be a problem. I just knew it. I can't tell if there's anything lootable inside that other room, but we're going to have to take a little siesta on looting this place for a second just to make sure we have all amassed fire on that door. Them going through that window right there is creating issues. Okay, everybody loot as fast as possible. What does this have right here? Only an engineer can do that? Interesting. Engineer, go check that. Oh, I can set a trap? Oh, that's pretty sweet. Everybody get out, actually. I want everybody out of here. This building is a death trap, and this single space evacuation is a problem. Okay. Keep everybody filing on through. I feel like we grabbed enough while we were here, to the point where I'm not, like, inherently worried about it. We're going to cut the video a little bit longer because I want you guys to see the level up mechanics. And I think the level up mechanics get implemented right after this mission, which is actually a really easy mission. All we got to do is run over here, interact with this thing so that we can get the skill up interface. There's the undead remains of the other team that was inside this APC over here. And then we will be pretty much the hell on out of here. It doesn't look like there's much else that's lootable around the map. Yeah, I was hoping there might be a bullet crate or something, but nope, no bullet crate. All right, back on the vehicle. Perfecto. That's what we like to see. So now we've been approved for upgrades and promotions, which is this list down here. And this will probably be the final thing that we cover inside the video. You can go to your skill decks, and you have 6 stats per character. You have fitness, which is how good you are at fist fighting, and how good you are at getting healed. You have your body, which gives you health and gives you resistance to burns and poison. You've got reflexes, which is for unlocking doors and how fast you move. You've got intellect, which is how fast you build. You've got memory, which is how fast you are at evacuating, and each point that you take in memory actually lowers the cost of food it takes to save. And then you've got intuition, which allows you to basically loot faster. For the soldier guy, I would recommend that we get movement speed, we get some body, maybe 2 body, and then I would say looting speed, since I'm using him to do that pretty frequently. And then if we go on into his equipment, this is where it gets fun. So we can actually spend these little armor components and weapon components that we've been looting to upgrade the character. So like this will give our team 1 more AP, him having the hat with the little Dragon Ball counter on it. And then you can give him armor, which will give him plus 20 AP, plus 1 armor regen. So there you go. So now he's got body armor. We could upgrade his shotgun so that he deals more damage. Or we can add a bleed effect to his shotgun. For right now, I would add damage pretty much to everybody's pistol. So there we go. We'll take it on over to this guy, and I just want to make sure that I have enough. I want people to be dealing like 6 damage a pistol shot instead of 4. That's a pretty large cumulative increase as far as the party goes, because I think it takes them about 5 or 6 shots to kill an enemy at 4 damage a shot. And so that's like 24 damage, and so you're reducing it down to like 3 or 4 shots to kill an enemy, which is it's not gonna save ammo in like the course of 1 mission, but over the course of 10 missions, reducing your ammo usage by like 30% seems like it's gonna be really, really useful. What does the engineer do? He gets plus 10 HP. Oh, so he gets like a cooler like body armor loadout. What does his repair kit do? So he can do level 1 barricades. Okay. And then over here, it looks like we can do level 1 traps and construction speed. Okay. We're running low on a lot of our stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and upgrade his pistol twice. As far as the medic goes, I don't have enough parts left over to make him better. However, we can make him heal people faster. Go ahead and do it. And then with the weapon parts that we have remaining, go ahead and give him... Is that faster reload time? Yeah, give him faster reload time and damage. And a 3rd bullet in the chamber. Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't know if I've ever seen a double-barreled shotgun that has 3 bullets, but I'll take it. But yeah, this is Chromosome Evil. So far, I've found the game to be entertaining. I don't mind it altogether that much. I like what it's going after. It feels like a refinement over the top of whatever that old game is that I can't honestly remember the name of. There was a game that was very, very similar to this. And so anyways, I can't remember the name of it as of right now, but as you can see, your armor also changes on your characters as you upgrade them. Like, they actually get the hats and stuff that you equip on them, which I think is a nice little touch. That's one of those things that I look for in games like this. Go ahead and get a barricade up right there, cousin. You go ahead and take the hallway real fast while he gets the barricade. You defend him while he gets the barricade. So that's it. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me. Today we were playing a little bit of Chromosome Evil. Tomorrow we will more than likely be playing something else. I appreciate y'all stopping in and spending your valuable time with me. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.